It's time to get your geek on
You complete me.
with Dave Gramillion.
Alrighty, so Marvel is all about Netflix.
Oh, Lord.
Iron Fist kicked the bucket last week. They canceled that, pulled the plug, it was gone. And now Luke Cage is officially off the books as well. No more Luke Cage. That's half the Defenders gone. They're gone, no more.
They got dusted.
Yeah, Thanos snapped his finger, and that was all.
Well, I think Kevin Feige or somebody at Netflix
snapped his finger. Yeah, that'd be about right.
Put the glove on. Just
Remember,
to make it look like
whenever somebody asks me, "Hey, who would win in a fight, Darth Vader or this guy, or Thanos or this guy?" You know, my answer is the writers win.
That's very true.
There's nothing more powerful in any part of any franchise ever than the writers.
the pen is mightier than the sword.
Absolutely. So, Daredevil though killed it in season 3.
Yes, I loved it.
We had another long hallway fight.
Yep.
I mean, just another fun time for everybody. The cinematography is good, the writing's good, the story's good, action's good. Daredevil nailed it.
He did. He really did. That church fight scene was probably the best one, I think, in that whole series.
Yep, they bring in Bullseye.
Bring in Bullseye. Melvin comes back, who is a gladiator.
Yep, and it's not the Colin Farrell, Bullseye,
No.
I'm Bullseye.
He made me miss. Oh my gosh, I hated that line so much.
That was so bad. I hated the one where he points at his forehead and goes, Bullseye. It's like, yeah, we get it. Thank you.
Can you do that one more time?
No.
Just one more time.
No.
One more time. Come on.
Bullseye.
There you go.
All right,
that's what I wanted.
That's the last time. Your next meme, everybody.
Oh yeah.
So what can we expect from Marvel going forward now? Well, first, you can expect it to go to Disney streaming. We don't know when the app is coming out, but they've already announced that they're done with Netflix at some point.
Right.
Yes.
Their contracts.
However, I read an article on Thursday about what else may have caused the demise of Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
And we're going to talk about that in the second half of the show.
Okay.
No fair getting ahead of the game now. But so the big question, though, is are they going to revive those two shows as Heroes for Hire on the Disney streaming app?
I still think my theory is going to happen.
What's your theory?
So I think I told it both to y'all, I believe.
Tell us a story,
Is that
Aaron.
it's a story of a lovely. Anyway, so I think it would be awesome if they got canceled. Like you said, Disney has the Disney streaming service, but they also own a huge stake in Hulu. So it may also go to Hulu. The fact is, if they go to Hulu, they can maybe keep it darker because I know they want their Disney one to be a little bit more kid friendly.
True.
So they might move it to Hulu, and if they do, they can go a darker route. But I think the ad campaign should be like this: that since Danny was fired technically, and Luke has been fired, that they just happen to be walking in the streets, or Luke's walking, Danny's on the bench just chilling, and Luke Cage just happens to see him. Hey, hey, what's going on? How you been? Kind of talking, and Danny's like, "Oh man, I got fired."
We're going to take the midnight train to anywhere.
Pretty much. And then he's like, how you been, Luke? Though, I'll get back on my feet. I can live in this little hobo area because that's where he does. And Luke's like, oh yeah, I got let go too. And then we should start a job. And then it's just them two sitting on the bench. And then Heroes for Hire logo pops up.
If Joss Whedon were writing that, the first thing he'd say is, we should start a band.
So let me ask you a question. If it goes to Hulu, would you like for them to cross over with Runaways or keep Runaways as its own thing?
No, I think it'd be awesome if they actually crossed over with Runaways. I really would like that. I would like for them to keep everything together. It would be nice not having to watch Gifted and watch Runaways and watch this, and no one's part of anything except the ones on Netflix are all part of each other, and that's it.
Some of the most popular episodes of the DC verse, the Arrowverse, are the crossovers.
Exactly.
People love it when they get together. However,
Oh.
it's also not about it is about rather giving people too much of that. If every episode were a crossover, it would get stale and
That's
boring.
true.
Yeah.
But this year's Arrowverse crossover,
Here it comes.
Goosey likely.
Goosey likey.
Goosey likey.
But see, they could always just through the side characters too, like Moon Knight and all that. You can always bring them in and move them to Runaways, bring them back, just like they do throughout Arrow and Flash. Felicity moves around.
So getting back to this Disney streaming app, because this is going to be something really special. I mean, they're already kind of teasing a few things here and there, but I think they wanted to see what the DC Universe app was going to do, what kind of content they would put in, what direction they were going to move this to. And I don't think the DC Universe app has disappointed with the new content.
No, it has not.
So with that being said, I firmly predict that Marvel will have at least 4 shows on the Disney streaming app that all have new characters.
Oh.
Okay.
Not Luke Cage, not Iron Fist, but now they may have their they may do a Heroes for Hire. That may be show number 5.
Yeah.
But I foresee 4 new shows, and here it comes. Your Stone Cold Lead Pipe, Take It to the Bank, Lock. One of them is going to be a Squirrel Girl
gosh.
series.
Oh gosh.
No.
You have to. It appeals to the kids.
With Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
It appeals.
Ooh.
Oh please.
Maybe.
Well, what about New Warriors on Freeform with Squirrel Girl as part of that cast?
The AT&T girl is Squirrel Girl. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that too. But
Okay.
but I'm telling you, it would appeal to kids. It could be
Yeah.
animated too.
Yeah.
You know, you just give her the overbite and you're good to go. But it appeals to kids. It appeals to girls, which you know Disney loves to do. Isn't that right, Star Wars fans? And it appeals to adults as well because
Okay.
Squirrel Girl is a rather dynamic superhero who did take down Doctor Doom and Thanos.
No.
And also,
can talk about
you
that.
asked for Squirrel Girl animated. That's already happening with Marvel Rising.
True, but I mean a
Yeah.
series of her own though.
Yeah.
So we could go live action, we could go animated, but I firmly predict we'll get 4 series.
Yeah.
And one of them will be Squirrel Girl in some form.
So here's a question for you. So over the summer, this coming summer, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to have season 7. It's going to be a 13-episode run after Avengers 4.
Okay.
So that way you don't have to deal with anything falling out of between Infinity War and Avengers 4.
Okay.
If it survives to a season 8,
Big if.
do you think it would be more apt to go on ABC or to go to the Disney app and be the anchor to draw people in?
It depends. I don't think it's a big enough anchor, to be honest.
No.
But I think that,
Better than Inhuman season 2.
well, that's certainly true. But
I liked Inhumans.
but
So did I, but it wasn't a second season worthy
the
show.
big question is, if you take it off of ABC, what do you replace it with?
That's
You
ABC's
got to have
problem.
something waiting in the wings other than Dancing with the Stars.
Does Disney own ABC, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And ESPN, amazingly
and,
enough.
and apparently Nathan Fillion as well.
And apparently they own Nathan Fillion. And hey, this just in, they now own Weather. Not the Weather Channel, they just own all the weather. So yeah, they own that
We need
too.
for it
They-
to be sunny and 70 in
they-
Orlando.
Yeah, you're waiting a long time there, aren't you?
Remember that they
control
have
weather.
a kingdom of hearts.
Ah, boy. So all right, so
do.
I can see that. What's your prediction? Do you have a Disney streaming app prediction?
I kind of think I'm going to go with you. There's going to be 4 shows. I really think a good show for it would be Fantastic Four because you can draw out each character and each get their own time.
Goose, your prediction for streaming app? Quick, go.
It's going to have its own original content, whether it be Disney, Marvel, or whatnot. Could have Star Wars. It's already going to have a Star Wars show, probably at least one Marvel show as well.